Hello Libra, welcome to a timeless wave of love reading for you where we discuss the topic of love. However, the conversation would like to take place via one of the sister energies that I read for, which on this channel is for Bastet. Bear in mind to get access to her sister channel, you can find that via the description box below if that should be of your interest, or traveling between the content that I have divvied up between the two channels. You can also explore my latest website that I have launched for you, where you can find out more who I am 7th, or also book any services that I have made available for you at this time. Please bear in mind that you being here is in true form to the reading. This is more or less just storytelling time. And sorry, I'm already getting inundated. Okay, so whatever brings you here is in true form to the reading, whether you're affiliated to the label of Libra in any way, shape, way, or form, is in perfect form to you being here and taking in other messages, or the latter. Bear in mind that you have tapped into a collective reading that I, 7th, am holding at this time. This is not a personal one-to-one connection that you and I have made time for. So it's important that you take your discernment, utilize what attracts you within a reading, leave behind anything that didn't. Again, I am 7th, aka Master 7th, that reads these energies for you. I am a master healer that provides remote wellness alignments and tarot intuitive insights such as this. Okay? Wave of love reading for Libra. So, pretty intriguing start here. All right, we have the Empress with the Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. Now, you've been protected for a very long time. Maybe you're also, is this a bearer of bad news? I do apologize, but I don't think someone is going to take this as a bearer of bad news, but someone is like the favorite child. And to be a favorite child, you have been spoiled a lot, all right? And even if you're not, the spoiling isn't necessarily here material, although there's a lot of pentacles. It does indicate, there is something like tangible. But I don't think it's actually tangible for you. I don't think you feel you're spoiled. I don't think you truly are the spoiled one. I think you're the black sheep in the making. How is that good news? All right, it's fantastic news because I am also a black sheep. Form fitting right now. But let me tell you something. Whatever you feel that maybe it rings true that you're a spoiled one, I think it's just part of the song and dance of gossip and drama within the family structure, or the structure where you're the spoiled one, to say the least. I don't think you hold yourself to that same standard, especially not in any degree guilty of manipulating other people to gain something out of that. No, I really don't. It's a big no I'm getting. You're not that type of person. You do like to take your time. You do like to be certain of most of your decisions, if not possibly all of them. So it might take you some time to feel secure in speaking up. It might also take you some time to elevate a certain situation, any topic in your life, to an upgrade, to a next step, and to a next level. It might be hard for you to do that. And that's because somewhere where you've been given, quote unquote, too much has been actually feeding away at your self-confidence. You more or less not being able to kind of like procure some on your own. And that's where some of the spoilage energy is coming from. Where this, you've been given a lot, and you've been given a lot of attention. And this is also speaking to you Librans in such a weird contradiction that if no one in your family spoke to you, you were in that regard then becoming in this late, I don't know where you are in your stage, of possibly being the black sheep of the family. You are rich. You are bestowing a valuable energy, valuable sense of intellect, a valuable sense of richness that it would feed anyone around you to pay attention to. You have that. You might not know the degree of interest to other people. You might not know the degree of how much they actually are listening to you and really heeding your advice and taking some of your words and applying it to themselves. Like, you may not know the inner ingenuity of other people, but you know what? You do know yours. And I think there's an innocence behind you that if you latch onto that and teach it to grow, mature, and become wise, just as your ego, I mean, you're going to be absolutely unstoppable. Three of Wands. Reassessing, re-examining, in stillness, in the before, the after, and the during. Being more aware of a situation than responsive. Taking a few moments before reacting. Taking a few moments before replying. Taking a few extra precautions before blocking. Like, taking heed of your own ego and your chaotic emotions, and for some of y'all, very explosive emotions. Eight of Pentacles with Three of Pentacles. I mean, there's a lot of Pentacles here, all right? King of Pentacles, Page, Ace, 3, 8. I mean, there's a lot of ticking going on here. There's a lot of movement in the form of, let's call it structure. You might not have a blueprint yet, but you are making your way to a structure. You might not know the exact size of the house, but you more or less know maybe where you want to build it, or where you want to buy it. Or you may not know, it's a beautiful light coming in right now. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's nice. Twilight. Ace of Wands. I mean, yeah, this is like now the Four Wands. You're just ticking. You're ticking into a structure. You're ticking to accept the wrongs of other people, including the wrongs of yourself. The first wrongs to address are your own. It makes it easier to bring closure to the wrongs done by others, okay? Know that the same struggle that you have within that deviation of self is how other people may struggle in deviations of self. So more chances than not, there are not a lot of majority of people who intentionally go out of their way to hurt other people. And you're one of these individuals. You might do some choices, might stick it to some people, you can maybe defend yourself, but this isn't necessarily the person that is biting a lot, all right, or barking up a tree here and not getting anywhere. I think this is someone, in this case you, where you just need a bit of a nudge. You need more security that the completeness of who you are, mixed in with a bit of feeling of incompleteness, is a perfect form. And as the perfection goes, 848, you are to be. And in that movement, which is the internal movement when you're staying in isolation, there's a lot of work that is done by you. A lot of logical thinking here that adds weight and power to every movement that you make after having had those intimate thoughts. It's very power driven here. My only question and concern here is whether or not you feel truly the rooted vibrations from the soles of your feet with all these pentacles really echo all the way up to your heart and through your crown chakra. Like, if you really know how to just pull through that and not just take, but to pull through it. Alright, and I'm being told that is it for you. And with that being said, I'm wishing you a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are in the ether of this time and space, and may you keep flowing, growing, and glowing. I got so distracted. Take care.